Hey everyone, I'm Erika Voss. I'm an academic coach here at the AAC and I'm also a graduate student. Today I want to share with you a note-taking method you can use to help you learn while you take notes. It's called the Cornell method and you can use this while you're in class, or you could also use this while you're reading for class. So if you're reading a textbook or any book for class, you can take notes with this method. Here is the Cornell note method. There are 4 sections: the topic, summary, notes, and an important column, questions and cues. So let's say I was taking notes on a chapter I read in a textbook. I would write the title of the chapter and the topic. And then while I'm reading, what I do is I'll read a few sections of the textbook and then I'll put the book down and I'll try and take notes on what I can remember, what I can recall, trying to put it in my own words. Then I might look back at the textbook and adjust it, but I'm really trying to think of what I can remember. At the end of reading the chapter, that's where I write the summary, and I think of what stood out to me the most. What are the main things this chapter was telling me? And I write maybe 3 sentences or 3 points. And then the last thing I do is fill out this questions and cues column, and this is a cool column because it's a pretty useful tool you can use. So let me show you some notes that I worked on earlier this semester. I'm in a multicultural counseling class, and these are some notes I took while reading chapter 2. So you can see here's my summary I wrote at the end, and here are some brief, simple notes I took. So let's say I've taken these notes, right? And now it's time to fill out this column. So I could do a question or a cue. A cue is just a word that describes what's in the notes. So here I wrote about the Edic perspective. I could literally just type here, Edic perspective. But what's better and will actually help me study later on is writing questions. So for instance, I could write, what is the Edic perspective? Maybe here I could write, what is the emic perspective? Let's see, what are the 3 parts of identity? What is cultural competence? And then a cool thing that I can do with these notes is later on I can study from them. So I can print this out, that's what I usually do, and I'll cover up my notes here. And I'll just look at my questions and I'll read the question to myself, what is the Edic perspective? And I see if I can answer it out loud without reading my notes. And I'll do that with all the questions, and it's a great way to study and actually learn and try and make your brain recall the information. You can do this with lectures too. So same thing, it doesn't have to be when you're reading from a textbook. You could do this for a lecture too. Hope you found this helpful, everyone.